Hi, you're welcome to Conversation with Coach Jonathan. In this series, I'm sharing with you some laws for effective intimacy or effective sex in marriage. So, if you're having issues with your sex life with your spouse, this video is for you. Number one law is the law of desire. All right, it is very good to desire to have sex. Most people don't desire at all. Create a desire to have sex with your spouse. The next law is the law of mending the broken altar. That law has said that it's a law, it's a kind of forgiving one another, trying to know in your archives, what are you holding back, and see how you can forgive each other. Mending broken altar. All right. The next law is the law of understanding your spouse love language and understanding your spouse turn on. It is very important to know, speak your spouse language, love language, and to know what turns your spouse on. This is very important. The next law is the law of atmosphere. Yes, so sex, quality sex is atmosphere dependent. This is very important. For instance, you cannot have sex in the marketplace or where the children are. You have to, because it's an emotional, psychological, or mental thing. Okay, it has to be conquered here. Your sex wins should start from here. How it's going to look like, you have to imagine it and see it real. Then you are able to display what you see. You don't just get up one morning and want to have sex. You don't plan your sex. Yeah, a lot of people, most couples, I've had couples say we have sex everywhere and anyhow. Well, that is for them, but for me, I don't think it's correct. I think good sex should be structured. Okay, yeah, yes. Because of the atmosphere. Because it's not about, at the end of the day, it's not about having sex with your spouse. It's about creating an impression, creating a lasting impression that will stay, the memory that will stay. Okay, yeah, that should be your target. After I'm done with the 5 minutes, with the 10 minutes, or with the 1 hour of intimacy, what have I left with my spouse? So that is why you should structure your intimacy and plan it so that it can last longer. And it's not about jumping in and jump out and say we had it in the kitchen, we had it in the bathroom. No, it's not about that. It's the impression. Yeah, it's about the duration, the emotional connection that is involved in that while that you are together, because both of you have decided to lay down and come together, and you also you have come together to have to perform this duty to one another, and you are committed and dedicated to satisfying one another. So because of that, the hormones are activated to last longer, and that's why then the step-by-step approach is also introduced. And you see that people say, I had sex with my husband, 2 hours we still having sex, 3 hours we still having sex, and one is like, wow, I had sex with my only 5 minutes is done. Because emotionally you are disconnected and he is disconnected. You just want to satisfy the flesh. Just that sex is beyond just satisfaction. It is just like sex is like a seed. Each time you have sex with your spouse, you are planting a seed that will bear fruit. And some of those fruits is joy. That is the role of endorphin. And this is why expert will tell you, when you have sex with your spouse, you awaken the hormones, the endorphins within you, and then you see that you start feeling the mood, your mood is activated, your joy is activated because of the seed. Because the day you start seeing sex to your spouse as beyond satisfaction for that second, to creating an impression, to creating a lasting impression rather, to sowing a seed that will yield good fruit later in the marriage. By the time you do all that, then you are relaxed. Your subconscious understand that you are here to perform a duty that will not just last for that day, but the lasting impression, even years to come, will begin, the fruit will still yield. Then you are able to sit down to apply certain laws, the law of foreplay, the law of appraisal, the law of atmosphere, the law of mending broken altars in marriage. That's forgiveness and letting go of the past hurt. You begin to see these laws, the law of hygiene, okay, the law of conversation, the law of emotional connection. All these laws are laws that are intimacy, that will help revive your intimacy, your sex life with your husband. Of course, you cannot go wrong with these laws. You cannot go wrong with these laws. Please, it is time to spice up your sex life and come together to make your marriage can work. That's the truth. And your sex life can be beautiful again.